Hey guys, so let's talk about Bukhal and Israf, right? And this is something I thought a lot about, and I have like experience and I have seen people, and so I understand it like good enough that I feel like I should share my opinion on that. So let's start with Bukhal. What exactly is Bukhal? And what is Israf, right? Bukhal is when you hold on to something and do not give it to someone else. And Israf is when you go above and beyond in spending stuff. Now, let's understand it with an example. Now, if let's suppose I'm making 1 lakh a month, right? And if I spend all of that, even 1 lakh, all of it, even then I'm not doing Israf, right? But if I spend even 1 rupee above it, that's Israf. Israf means excess, right? Now, if someone is making, let's say, 20,000 a month, and he's spending, let's say, 60, 70,000 a month, so where is that excess money coming from? That is Israf, right? Now, the main point here is that when you live within your means, even if you spend your whole income per month income, it's not Israf. I have seen families and personalities that they just have clashed together. They call each other your Bukhil or your Sarif, or who does Israf. But it's not their right to call each other these names. First, they don't know what someone is giving, what someone is not giving, right? It's Allah to decide. Allah is the judge. Second, if you call someone these names, you're doing ghibat, right? So it's never someone's right to call someone a bukhil or a sarif. Maybe someone who you think is a bukhil, maybe his personality in public is like he's strict, but at the same time you don't know, he might be giving money to people as if his left hand does not know what his right hand gave. So maybe he's giving it under the hood. So he, in reality, he may not be a bukhil, but his public persona is such that. Same is true for Isra, people who do excessive spending. Now, I have seen people who do a lot of buy expensive stuff, expensive clothes. They spend a lot of money, right? But when a beggar comes to them, they might not even give him the single penny. So people think that this person is very generous. No, that person is not generous just by spending money. He is the true bukhil. Why? Because he's not spending on others. That's the criteria. Like, if you want to be generous, like sahid, like they call it, you have to spend on others, not on yourself. Like, you can spend on yourself, but the priority is on others, the basic needs of people. That's generosity, right? If someone comes to you, let's suppose 2 people come to you, one say, hey, I need money for my wife's operation or whatever, and other comes to you and say, hey, I need money to buy a new pair of sneakers. Who you're going to give money to, right? Obviously someone in the need, not someone in the want. So I hope it cleared up misconceptions about what is a bukhil and what is a sahi, or what is a bukhil or what is a sarif, right? The one who goes and overspend on stuff. And there's another thought that is coming to my mind at the moment, and it's related to, let's say, someone who buys a 1,000 rupees watch, and another person buys a $1,000 watch. Now, someone who's poor, the $1,000 watch is israf. He's like, how dare he bought such a expensive watch? But maybe that person is earning $100,000 a year, right? And he can afford it. It's all about affordability. As long as you're in the range of affordability, even if you spend the entire $100,000, that is not israf, right? The israf is when you take extra from others, and when you get into debts. That is israf, right? although it's not preferable to spend all of your money, but at the same time, people who are hoarding money, like, saving up, they are also liable to pay zakat. Some of the people don't even pay zakat. So it's same, if you earn a lot of money and you're taking care of zakat, like after savings and stuff, then that's fine as well. But if you are spending it on your family and yourself and you got nothing else to save or pay zakat later on, that's also fine. It's up to you. Allah has given us guidance, right? So it's more like it's balance. It's not going one way or the other, right? So you might have seen a lot of people who go the extreme routes. They either become too bukhil, they don't even spend on their family, on themselves. They don't eat good, they don't wear good, and they just spend money on buying buildings and stuff. They put cement in the buildings but not in the body, like the food and stuff. And Allah does not like people who like, if Allah gives you some nemat, He wants it to show on you, right? You should wear good clothes if Allah has given you wealth, right? So it has to be balanced, because when people see you in good clothes, the poor people can look at you and like, okay, he's the rich guy, I can ask money from him. It's also identification. So we have to broaden our perspectives on these things, and it shouldn't be like black and white or extremes. It should be more balanced. We should be looking at things from different angles. And just like I said, like Bukhal and Israf it's subjective. We shouldn't be pointing fingers at each other and saying, hey, you're Bukhil, hey, you're Sarif, right? It's not for us to decide it, or to judge people, or to even do ghibah or backbiting. It's the criteria is for us to make our lives better. Like, we should do our own audit, and it's like, hey, am I doing it right? Hey, am I spending on myself, or like in good way, or am I spending on my family? Am I saving enough? Am I paying zakat on that, or am I going overboard, or am I spending a lot of money on myself just, and I'm not giving to poor people who have needs? So it is more of a mixed and match in balance. And to someone, if something is expensive or israf, that would not be as expensive or israf for someone else.